What's up, folks? G-Funk. Jerry G here. Wrestle Talk. Boom. With my co-host, the one and only...
The parts unknown, weight unknown, Mr. X. G-Funk, what's cracking?
What's up, Mr. X? How's it going, brother?
What a night of wrestling. What a weekend of wrestling. Starting with NXT on Saturday night and culminating with last night's 2018 Royal Rumble. What a Royal Rumble it was. How do you rank this among all the Royal Rumbles, G-Funk?
Like I said, the last few years have been kind of disappointing. This one was definitely good, just because I think the Women's Royal Rumble definitely they had it as a main event, which I was kind of surprised. I thought they were going to have a kick off the show, but actually it was probably in a good spot the way they ended it. Like I said, my two predictions were right. Asuka and Nakamura won, which I'm happy. Like I said, it was close at the end with the men's match because you had Cena and Reigns. Balor was in there for a long time, which I was very impressed. I'm glad he was in. Like I said, if Nakamura would have got eliminated, I would love to see Finn Balor win it, but I just didn't want to see Reigns or freaking Cena win it. But either way, I'm glad Nakamura won. And the Asuka one, I was surprised with the last people in that match being the Bella Twins, because Brie just came back and Nikki was out for a while with her injury, so I was kind of surprised they were one of the last few in there along with Asuka. But it was.
Let's stick to the men. First things first. There's a lot to cover there. So you start off with Rusev, and if you notice, Rusev is completely over with the crowd. The whole Rusev Day really took off, and they adopted it as their own. I mean, this guy's become like a fan favorite just with his little gimmick that he's doing.
Yeah.
And Aiden English with the intro is really cool. Like you said, Finn Balor got a lot of rub. He came out of this looking good. He was in there for over 54 minutes. Came in at number 2 and was in the final group there. From there, you got Rhino, Baron Corbin. Corbin now also did look like a monster. Even though he wasn't in there a lot, it made him look like a monster. It looks like they're starting to get a push behind Corbin again.
He was in there, like I said, I was kind of surprised I had him a little bit earlier than I thought. He did kick ass when he was in there, but I think they eliminated him a little bit too soon. I think he could have went a little bit longer. He probably could eliminate more people. But otherwise, they had, like I said, the couple spots in there that they could have had for other guys. Like I said, the Miz was in it, but the Miztourage wasn't. No Bo Dallas or Curtis Axel, which one of them should have been in it, or Kevin Owens. Because Sami Zayn took Ty Dillinger's spot, which was funny, but you easily could have put some, like, I don't know about you, but the dumbest spot of a wasted spot to me, which could have been Kevin Owens' spot, was Hurricane Helms. Like...
See, I disagree. I think you need those element of surprises. I'm going to go over what the surprises are. So the surprises at the show, you had number, where is it here? Forgive me, I just lost my notes. Yeah, Nakamura came out 14. Number 7 was Andrade Cien Helmet, the NXT champion, who came up in an amazing match with Johnny Gargano the night before.
Yes.
He was the first surprise. People out in the room was watching the Rumble who were not familiar with NXT, had no idea who the guy was, but did mention his work. Hurricane was another surprise. Now, obviously it was for comic relief. Could you have filled it with a better wrestler? I'm sure.
Yes.
But if that's the case, I'd rather keep Hurricane in there and take out Titus O'Neil or Apollo Crews.
Dude, I'd rather have seen the fucking Boogeyman than Hurricane Helms, dude, or Diamond Dallas Page. Like Hurricane Helms to me was I think it's they're trying to like cater to the kids because he was like the superhero character, I think. But otherwise, I thought he was a wasted spot in my book.
Very tongue-in-cheek. It was done in comedy. If you recall, also, Hurricane did pin The Rock on this episode of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that's true.
No trivia there. Surprise, Rey Mysterio came back.
Yes.
Great.
That was a great surprise. And he drew such a late number, which definitely was more added to the surprise. I was glad to see him back. He did a lot of stuff in there, eliminated a few guys. I hope they keep him and put him on the 205 Live because with Enzo gone, there's no one really that's got me pumped up to watch 205 Live. Bringing him back was a good idea. It just matters where they're going to put him. If they're going to even put him on 205 Live, I think they will, just because 205 Live is based their with Raw, and Raw, they need the ratings. I think if they put Mysterio back on Raw in the cruiserweights, I think it'll do a little bit better. But like I said, we'll only time will tell with that.
Overall, I was really pleased with the Rumble and the fact that Nakamura won. I really either wanted Nakamura or Finn Balor if Daniel Bryan wasn't coming back. I think that you needed someone new, main event. We're going to get AJ versus Nakamura at the main event of WrestleMania. It's a rematch from Wrestle Kingdom we discussed on the show.
Yep.
I really hope they let them go 30, 40 minutes, and I really hope it's the last match on the card.
I hope you're right about being the main event, like the very last match. I don't see it happening just because Vince is all freaking, gaga over Brock being the main event in every fucking show. So I don't know. I think that what I don't know if this surprised you. After going through, when they found, I was really concerned on who number 30 was, just because there was guys, NXT guys. I'm like, who else could they possibly? I was thinking maybe another Hall of Famer they were around, and there was like, a lot of people were saying on social media, it's gonna be the Undertaker. I was like, no, it's not gonna be Taker. And then when it was Dolph Ziggler, kind of surprised and a little disappointed at the same time, just because he had left. After he left a few weeks ago, leaving the U.S. belt, whatever, I thought he was like maybe taking time off. Maybe he had problems with the company and he was got suspended or something or whatever, or he was leaving to go to TNA, which was a big bunch of rumors too. So kind of surprised he came back. Granted, he wasn't in there that long, but I was definitely caught by surprise for him being number 30.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I was kind of disappointed myself. He was recently on the Edge and Christian podcast, and he mentioned that he felt his character was stale and he needed to disappear for a little while. Never mentioned about going to another federation or a league or any sort, but I don't think he was gone enough for his number 30 to make much of an impact, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And he really was uneventful in the ring.
Yeah.
There wasn't much to it. They really didn't throw too much of a bone. But going back to the finals now, I think the Final Four was great. I think there's a lot of tension built up. I think the crowd was terrified that they were going to give it to Roman when now Vince has a hard-on for Roman.
Yeah.
And they didn't. Well, they took on Nakamura. A nice touch they did this year was directly after the Rumble. Renee Young on the ring with him, asking who he's going to be facing. I think that was a very good touch.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait until SmackDown to see, and he's going to be wrestling AJ Styles, which should be a classic.
Yeah.
Do you have any other notes or takeaways from the men's Rumble match?
The men's Rumble match was, like I said, overall good. Just surprised it was the second match of the night. Definitely was kind of shocking, but otherwise, like I said, I was happy with the results. The Final Four was, as much as I didn't want to see Cena and Reigns in there, I'm glad they went the right way. They didn't let one of those guys win, which they've both won a ton. Like, it was finally good that Nakamura. Like I said, I would have been happy if Balor won too, but I'm glad Nakamura won. He's deserved it. His popularity is growing very as good, and him and AJ are going to put on a ridiculous match at WrestleMania. I can't wait for that match.
Agreed. Let's hop over to the women. Women in Rumble, in my opinion, really surpassed expectations. There was a lot of speculation with Ronda Rousey, which we'll get to later, about being in the Rumble, winning the Rumble. There was talk about Stephanie McMahon being in the Rumble, winning the Rumble, and I think they kind of teased us with that a little bit by putting her out at ringside.
Yeah.
Her awful commentary. But overall, I say this was a win. I was thoroughly entertained. I watched it with Mrs. X last night. She was thoroughly entertained, although she did not appreciate my comments when Kelly Wilson came out. But that's for there. Yeah. What are your thoughts, G-Funk?
The women's Rumble definitely was good. Sasha and Becky starting the Rumble definitely was good. They're both the two best, the most popular on both brands, so I thought that was a good. Sasha going to the very end was great. Becky lasted as long as she did. The surprises, Molly Holly and Tori Wilson, as you mentioned, Kelly, Trish, Lita being number 5 definitely was cool. Trish being number 30 was a big surprise. Overall, it was very entertaining. The women did an unbelievable job. Just as I thought their Rumble was better than men's, just because the only downfall, I think, because I heard at the last minute there was an injury to Alicia Fox, they stuck Vicky Guerrero in there, which kind of really sucked. I guess she's more comic relief than anything, because she was in there, got her ass kicked and thrown out. So, like I said, besides that, I thought the women's Rumble was great. Like I said, I'm glad Asuka won. The fact that she was in there at the end with the Bella Twins was definitely a big surprise. I'm glad to see Brie back. I love Brie. When Nikki eliminated Brie, I was definitely that was another big shock as well. But like I said, it was, and then Ronda Rousey coming out at the end, man, and with all 3 women in the ring, I have a feeling this is going to happen because she stood right in front of Charlotte, so I think it's going to be her and Charlotte. It makes the most sense to me because Asuka and Alexa Bliss are on the same show. I don't care what anyone says. It's like you challenge what champion you want. No, it's the challenge. It's whatever show you're on, you're challenging that champion. Nakamura challenging AJ because they're on the same show. Asuka's going to challenge Alexa Bliss because they're on the same show, and that leaves who's Charlotte going to fight. And I'm thinking it's going to be Ronda Rousey.
I think it makes more sense from a booking standpoint. I don't think Rousey. Alexa Bliss is a good wrestler. She's a decent wrestler. She got a lot better over the last few years. She doesn't have an intimidating presence as much as Charlotte would.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss would be tiny compared to the small Ronda Rousey. So I think Rousey and Charlotte's the way to go. And Asuka and Bliss, they showed some pretty decent chemistry in their Monday Night Raw match a few weeks back.
Yes.
So I wouldn't be disappointed with that. And I also would not be disappointed with 2 singles women's matches on WrestleMania. I'm hoping that neither of them get bumped to the pre-card.
Yeah, agreed.
Few other quick notes. Trish Stratus came back as number 30. Trish looked great. She was very sound in the ring. There's talk of her possibly signing a short-term contract up through Mania or possibly SummerSlam. I think that would be good for the league as well to get some rub from one of the classics like Trish. Michelle McCool also came out. She looked pretty decent as well.
She eliminated like 4 or 5 people. She was awesome.
She was very good.
I was very surprised by her.
Surprised by Kaori Sane from Japan.
Yeah.
Came out. I remember seeing her on the Mae Young Classic, and she was just a phenomenal worker. I mean, if you respect the work rate like I do, then she's someone you want to have in the league. I could look at Tori Wilson all day long. She's just
No. My buddy said when the Japanese Sami Zayn came out, she my buddy texted me. He's like, she kind of reminds me of a Soul Calibur video game character, and I was like, yeah, she kind of does. But she was very good. She was very entertaining. I thought she was very good. She did some cool stuff, and the women's division is looking very promising for the future. With the amount of Ember Moon beat up arm and all. She had a great match the night before in NXT. Came in there, she kicked some butt. She got eliminated eventually, but the women's division is definitely. I think the women's NXT got the women's NXT. Wrestlers I think are a lot more promising than the men's NXT right now. Like there were some good NXT guys in there. I just thought the women's were more outperformed. They outperformed astonishingly, and I was very impressed and very happy with that. Like I said, I thought as much as I didn't think it should have been the main event, I think they mixing it up, putting it as main event was definitely good because I thought it was the best match of the night.
Did you watch NXT the night before?
Yes, I watched most of it. I missed a little bit of the beginning, but I watched the main event and everything. Their matches were phenomenal. Cole had an unbelievable match. Gargano and what's the Spanish guy's name? I always forget his name.
Alex.
Yeah, they put on an unbelievable match as well. The overall NXT, I'm telling you, NXT. Like I said, it may be the minor leagues, but it's promising. It's their farm system is like the Yankee farm system in Major League Baseball. Like they have a lot of good people on their way up, and I just like I said, the future of WWE, at least wrestling match wise, is going to be good. It's just a matter of how entertaining these guys can be, outside the ring and on the mic.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's the Women's Rumble. We'll run down the rest of the card really quick.
Yeah.
Get a little commentary through here. The Usos beat Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin 2 straight falls. Very rare for that to happen.
That was very. I didn't like that match. Just for the fact I'm sick of the Usos. I think you got to give Gable a shot. And Benjamin. He brought him back for a reason. To help this kid and let him win the tag. Usos been tagging champions 5 times already. Don't get me wrong. They're one of the better tag teams. The division is weak. They got to bring up someone from NXT because the tag team division on SmackDown is very weak. It's very lame, and I think they, like I said, it was too fast. Like the match started off good, and then the 2 falls back to back too fast killed it. Like you can at least win. Let Gable and Benjamin win a fall, and then so it's 1-1, and then it's a little bit more more suspenseful, more entertaining. But I guess like they're on. Having 2 rumbles, I think they had time frame problems. They can only stretch out certain matches, I guess. So, like I said, I was kind of disappointed with that match.
Yeah, I think they were running out of time. That's the only thing I could think of. You had the Bar regain the tag team championship from Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins. I know you're not a Jason Jordan fan. I'm actually intrigued by the storyline. I want to see where it goes from here.
I'm definitely intrigued myself. Happy the Bar won because I felt bad for Sheamus. He got eliminated by Heath Slater in the Rumble on his birthday. Yeah, I guess they said, "Hey, happy birthday! We're gonna let you win the tag belt." So. I felt, I was happy. I wanted the Bar to win. I don't like Rollins and Jordan together. I'd rather see them wrestle each other than freaking be on the same team. So hopefully they'll spin some kind of storyline with that and have them wrestle somewhere down the road or at another pay-per-view or whatever. I don't want to see them wrestle at WrestleMania. I'd rather see them wrestle at the next pay-per-view, whatever it's going to be. I think their next is Elimination Chamber. So like I said, I'd rather see them fight a couple times on Raw or whatever. But I don't want to see them as tag team anymore. I really don't. I hope they just kill that off after losing last night. So we'll see what happens.
You had AJ Styles successfully defending the World Championship against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. A very good opening match on the pay-per-view.
Yes.
I'm happy that AJ retained. We're going to see that match at WrestleMania with Nakamura. I think it lines up a very good match. Probably one of the better WrestleMania matches we're ever going to see outside of Shawn and The Undertaker and Savage and Steamboat.
Yeah, agreed. I can't wait for that. Like I said, that match. Like I said, if Nakamura didn't win, I definitely want to see Finn Balor win. But do I really want to see Finn Balor get his ass kicked by fucking Brock Lesnar? Not really. Unless he switched brands and was going to challenge AJ, then I've been all for it. Like I said, I'm glad that it ended the way it did. I'm glad it's going to be Nakamura AJ because that's a match I'm dying to see.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar successfully defended the championship against Braun Strowman and Kane. Interesting to note, Kane took the pin as expected. That looks like they're keeping the Strowman angle going with Lesnar. Maybe they'll have a match at the next pay-per-view prior to WrestleMania. I I don't think you're going to give Strowman the main event. I think it's a lock that Strowman's going to be wrestling Roman Reigns at Mania.
Yeah, that match, dude, by far was the shittiest match of the night to me. It sucked. It was so predictable, number one. Number two, they did all the same shit they did on Raw. Put each other through tables. It was too predictable. It was like just watching another freaking Raw show. It's the same shit, dude. Nothing exciting was that from that match. And we knew Brock was going to win. Let Strowman have the fucking belt. Maybe let Brock regain it at the next pay-per-view and then defend it at WrestleMania. Like, I can't stand Brock with the belt. You know how I am? I'm anti-Brock. I fucking loathe him. I'm done with him. He's not entertaining. He does the same bullshit moves all the time. I love Paul Heyman. But he's got to represent somebody else now. Like, he rode the gravy train long enough with Brock. There's tons of talent. He can help on that roster to make better. And yet he still sticks with Brock. Drives me nuts. Like I said, if Brock freaking quit, got fired tomorrow, dude, we would do a podcast, celebrate. I'd have a party, a mariachi band, I'm sick of him, dude. I'm done with him. Go to MMA, UFC, go become a fucking rodeo clown. I don't give a shit. I'm done with Brock Lesnar, dude. I'm so done.
I'm a Lesnar fan myself. I think he has credibility to the championship. His long reign, granted, he doesn't defend as much as the other champions would. I think he has an intangible element that he brings to the show that others do not. As I said, I was at Raw 25. And it's a different feeling when a guy like Stone Cold or Brock Lesnar walks in the room compared to someone like Cesaro or Sheamus.
True.
Paul Heyman is a master of the mic. I agree you can give other guys rub, but it's hit or miss. The only other guy that Heyman worked well with was CM Punk, and that's because they had a personal relationship. They did try to experiment with Curtis Axel that failed miserably, and even Cesaro had a short run as a point, and the guys didn't work.
True.
So I'm very that. But that'd be a good topic for the next show. Maybe we consider who would be a good Paul Heyman guy who would have good on-screen chemistry with him.
That's a good topic, yeah. I'd like to
I do see Lesnar bringing the title to WrestleMania and losing to Reigns in the match that Vince won it for 2 years now.
Exactly.
Real quick, just to touch on, Bobby Roode defeated Mojo Rawley in a nothing match on the pre-show.
Gay match. That was another waste match, too, in my book.
Yeah, well, the story was that Mojo wasn't supposed to be the mystery opponent, and it was going to be Ziggler, but they nicked it at the last minute. But either or, it wasn't impactful at all.
Yeah.
The Revival defeat the Club, which I really don't get. I think Carl Anderson is very underrated.
Yes.
I think that breakout star. The guy's a phenomenal wrestler. Gallows is good for a big guy, but he's limited what he can do. But Carl Anderson is a 5'2" wrestler, and he's got it all. And I really hope that he get behind him eventually.
Yeah.
And he's got a hot Asian wife. We had the 6-man match. I don't really watch much 205 Live. Truthfully, my son likes it.
I didn't watch it. That's the one match I probably didn't watch.
Leak defeated T.J. Perkins, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak in a match that I really didn't even watch.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Like I said, I don't care for shit about 205 Live. It's a joke to me, dude. It's a waste. Like, those guys should be in TNA or freaking or have another, like Vince have another federation or something with just cruiserweights, because they get overlooked, dude. The 205 Live is not enough. Like, the one show, it's on a shitty time. It's only on the WWE Network, so like I said, I could care less. And Enzo's gone. I said, if Rey Mysterio comes back, it might help them, but I don't see it. Like, it might help them a little bit. I don't think it's gonna be major. Like, I don't think the ratings are gonna go through the roof, but it's really it can't hurt them now. So.
No, I don't see them putting Mysterio in 205 Live. It would make sense from a business standpoint. It would draw attention to them, but Rey Mysterio is a former, several-time world champion. Unlike Enzo Amore, who was a joke that was wasn't have a place on the main card. Wouldn't be surprised. There's been talk about Mysterio and even Finn Balor going to 205 Live just to get some attention on it, but I don't see it happening.
No.
But then again, I've been wrong before. So overall, Royal Rumble, I give it 2 thumbs up. On a 1 to 10, I give it an 8.5. I was thoroughly entertained.
Yeah, I give it about an 8 as well, 8.5. It was, like I said, both Rumble matches were good, but like I said, if it wasn't for the 2 Rumble matches, it probably would have sucked, because, like I said, I wasn't pleased with the Tag Team Championship match. Both Tag Team Championship matches were okay. I was happy the Bar won. Sick of the freaking Usos winning. The AJ match was great. The start of the show was smart, because AJ always puts on great shows, great matches with, especially with Owens also puts on good matches as well as Zayn. So that was a good match. I'm glad the results of that match. The triple threat match was the biggest disappointment of the night. Like I said, I'm done. I'm done with Brock Lesnar, dude. Done. Like, if he left tomorrow, I wouldn't give a shit, dude. Wouldn't care. He's not on enough, dude. I hate that he's a part-time wrestler. The championship has to be on every week, dude. That's why SmackDown's doing way better in the ratings. AJ's on every week. He's either in the ring. If he's not performing, he's talking. He's on the show. Brock not being on.
You're thinking as a mark and not as a businessman. Brock Lesnar's on the show, and they pay Brock all this money because Brock equals ratings. Brock equals buys, and Brock equals revenue.
Yeah, but he's not on enough. That's why the ratings suck, dude. He's on, once, maybe twice a month, not even, and then he's on the pay-per-views. That's why you got to have a guy, as much as I hate Roman Reigns, at least he's on every week,
But Brock has proven to give the spike in
Yeah.
Agreed, he should be on more, especially as the champion.
Yeah.
But the reason they put with Brock, he got this amazing contract. The guy hasn't said 2 words on TV in 2 years. And the last time was say something stupid, Paul.
Yeah.
The guy is a draw. Anyway you want to. We get to the mailbag. Jonathan Coachman is back with the WWE. He starts tonight on Raw, replacing Booker T. Who's the lead announce table, going back to his former role as a panelist. I'm personally not a fan of the coach. I didn't like when he did the storyline when he was a wrestler a couple of years back. Maybe 10 years back.
I never liked the coach either. I'm kind of pissed to bring him back. I like Booker T. He brings a more, as much as he's not a great commentator, but he brings more perspective as being a former wrestler. So I kind of like him there. Granted, you got Corey Graves, but Corey Graves didn't have as much of a career as Booker T did. So that's why I like having Booker T there. Coach to me, dude, is just another guy that a wrestler can come out and beat the shit out of, like they do Michael Cole once in a while. So that's pretty much he's all there for. Is like just a comic relief commentator who will eventually take a beating when they need him to take a beating. That's pretty much what he's there for. Which in my book, you're not going to do that to Booker T because Booker T's still in ridiculous shape and he won't take that shit. So I'm kind of disappointed with that. But like I said, does it matter? Probably not. The ratings are still going to be crappy. So.
The other major news story, the first inductees to the 2018 Hall of Fame, which is going to take place on Friday, April 6th at the Smoothie King Center, is the Dudley Boys. As expected, I don't think they're main eventing it. I don't know who is yet. There's a lot of speculation. But I would agree the Dudley Boys deserve to go in for all they've done over the tag team world between ECW and WWE and even TNA. So.
Yeah, well, Goldberg is the main event guy, supposedly the big name for the Hall of Fame. So
not yet confirmed, but it would make perfect sense.
Yeah, because I don't see them putting anyone else in there. Like if they do, like I said, they always pick one tag team to go in. So Dudley Boys, it is. They're going to put a woman in there. Who knows who it's going to be? I don't know. But like I said, and they have at least one average guy who's a popular wrestler, but wasn't like a big time champion. They always have like if you go through the years of the Hall of Fame, you always find the one main guy who's the big superstar, a tag team, a popular guy but wasn't a big champion, a female now, since we have so many female wrestlers, and there's always and then they have a celebrity guy every year, which I think is a waste, but whatever.
Yeah, agreed. And the other we touched on briefly, Ronda Rousey signed a full-time deal with WWE. Expected to start immediately. Speculation whether it's a 2-year or 3-year deal, but she will be on the road. She will be working house shows as well, so Ronda Rousey now in the WWE. Something they wanted for quite a while. Yeah,
I was definitely I was talking to a buddy about it last night after that, about if they're going to make her, like I said, it's probably going to be her and Charlotte at WrestleMania. But if she's going to start working full-time, I want to see her, before WrestleMania, get some matches in. I want to see her wrestle some people, get some wins, or at least get some time on some TV time, so at least you can see how she's going to be leading to Mania. Because if they just wait for her, just make, instead of having those stupid videos of her just watching her train in the gym, getting ready for Charlotte, and not be on TV, like maybe on TV once in a while, like pulling a Lesnar, it's gonna be bad. So if they have her at least wrestle a couple people, get a couple of wins, get the crowd more into it. I don't like her theme music; it's stupid. But and the fact that she's wearing the freaking wannabe Roddy Piper shirt kind of upsets me. But I know her; she's Rowdy Ronda Rousey, which is, say that 3 times fast. It's like a freaking ridiculous tongue twister. But I just they just like I said, we'll see how she is. Like I said, she was awesome in MMA. And she was, she's a great athlete, so I don't think she'll be a problem. It's just her getting over on the mic, entertainment more value-wise. We'll see how she is. Like I said, the movie she's been in, she's been terrible. So, like I said, we'll see how she is. This might be better for her. We'll see what happens. But having some acting experience definitely is going to help her a little bit. But even though her movies that she was the movies she was in were okay, but she sucked. But
yeah. Real quick, I know we're running low on time. You want to hit the mailbag? We have, you guys out there that do listen, I know we only have 2 live right now, but the show does get picked up. It's being promoted on Twitter, Reddit, other avenues as well. We got some voice messages that you guys left and some emails too to WrestleTalk2018 at Yahoo. So let me grab one here. We did get a lot of spam, so let me make sure the message. I did not listen to these. Hang on one second.
Excuse me.
Give me one moment. Give me one quick second. Here we go.
All right, we got some.
Sorry, hang on.
Queuing it up.
You doing live? Hi, this is Brent from the One and Only. Hi, this is
have you back on the air. I had a question. I am in search of the Bushwhackers set from. I'm an action figure collector. I really need the Bushwhackers. I can't find them anywhere. Scalpers are just ruining the market. Jerry G, can you help me ask if your audience, if anyone has the Bushwhackers action figure set, the recent one that came out? I'd appreciate it. Love the show. Peace.
Thanks, man. Yeah, like I said, anyone out there can help my man out. For the Bushwhackers, that's a tough commodity. I don't know, try maybe go on some webs, not Amazon. There's this one, I can't remember the name of the one website. Had a lot of old collectibles, wrestler figures as well. I don't know if you want the more recent ones, the ones that came out for the Hall of Fame packs and stuff. Those you'd have to go like on Craigslist or something to find. But like I said, hopefully someone will email us something, man. We'll try to get back to you and help you out. But like I said, that's a tough find. But good luck with that.
I can tell you personally, my son collects the action figures. We have the Bushwhackers, and I think we got them at Walmart, but I don't know if they're still current. But just saying. So best of luck. Thank you for your question. Let's go to a quick email. Hunter Rogers writes, any real life couples in the wrestling world that we don't know about? Not the obvious ones like Cena and Nikki, but any other ones we don't know about?
Not that I know of. Like I said, I know that Big Cass and Carmelo recently broke up. Everyone knows Daniel Bryan and Brie are together. Nothing that I know of off the top of my head. I don't know about you, Mr. X, but like I said, I don't really know any backstage romances that besides the ones that are pretty much common that everyone knows.
The only one I knew that wasn't really too popularized, not current, was Pat Patterson was with Steve Lombardi, also known as the Brooklyn Brawler, for years. Other than that, everything else you know about. I mean, I don't really know. I got another one queued up here.
Hello, Jerry G. Welcome back to the airwaves. Big fan from Nepal. My name is Vikram Pasha. First time, long time. Thank you very much for coming back on the air. God bless you. You're amazing. Question for you. Royal Rumble is tomorrow. And who do you think is going to win? And what do you think the odds of Jinder Mahal or the Singh brothers winning the Royal Rumble? Love to hear your response. Look forward to speaking to you sometime in the future. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, man,
that one came in before, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'd take so. Well, everyone knows Nakamura won, but Jinder Mahal did pretty good though. He got a couple of eliminations. I forgot what number he was. You remember what number he came out at? I think it was in the mid-teens or something. 19, 18. I think he was in the mid-teens, but he did okay. He eliminated a couple of guys and got eliminated. But like I said,
Yeah, not that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to queue up another one while you're going. Yeah, Mahal had a good showing. I mean, I don't know where they're going to go with him from here. The guy was, champ for a while. I thought they're going to put the U.S. title on. They went with Bobby Roode. I think he's talented. I mean, Sheamus has a YouTube channel where they show his workouts, and one of his workout partners is Mahal, and what this guy does is absolutely incredible. There's a reason he looks the way he looks. Who knows if it's 100% natural? But, I think Jinder Mahal is a talent. But I'm sorry, I think catch his name was Pashka.
I think so.
Jinder Mahal did not win. And when you guys are calling in, if you don't mind, if you just say how you found the show, that'd be helpful too, because I want to know what channels we're hearing them from.
Agree.
Quick email here. Tyrell Lewis in San Diego. He's looking to start his own show. What advice would you give him? What kind of education do you need, and what kind of education do you both have?
Dude, this is just me and my buddy talking and just using Facebook Live to our advantage. That's all we're doing. I have no background whatsoever. So, and I know Mr. X doesn't have any background as well. So, like I said, man, just keep doing. Eventually, you'll get followers. Especially people. You got to find a topic that a lot of people like. There's a lot of wrestling fans out there, and it's just a matter of trying to get out there and just we're trying to publicize it as much as we can. We're trying to get as many followers as we can, and more people to watch and send emails. So, like I said, you just got to take a risk, man. Do what you can do with we got very limited resources as well, but we're still trying. We're still doing what we can. So, like I said, it doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of publicizing, if anyone out there is interested in advertising or even running any sort of ads on the show, we'd be happy to accommodate. We're not even looking to charge at this point. We're just looking to get out there. So just please send us over the email, WrestleTalk2018 at Yahoo. We'll take one more before we run here. See if we can queue up.
Hey, Mark Ellis from Code City. How are you? Jerry G, love the show. Hey, question for you. I'm more of a wrestling traditionalist, a traditional wrestling fan. You think of some of the newer attires that these guys are wearing to the ring. John Cena wearing shorts, Braun Strowman wearing cargos. I kind of like the traditional, almost like the underwear type look. Jerry G, what do you think? Love to hear your opinion. Love the show. Thanks.
Thanks, man, for the question. Like I said, I think some guys are. I think you still have guys in the tights. There's not many. I think more guys are comfortable. You got to be comfortable when you're wrestling, and as long as it's the WWE and Vince approves of your in-ring, gear, I don't think there's any problem with wearing what you want to feel comfortable in. Like I said, if I was a wrestler, I'd probably wear freaking jogging pants and freaking a t-shirt to ring. But like I said, that's me. Like I said, you see these Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Roode. They still wear like the short tights or the long tights. Just like certain guys. I think Cena, has been around for so long. He used to wear the tights back in the day before he became like more popular. Then went to his old, his t-shirt and shorts thing. But otherwise, I think, like I said, I don't really care. That doesn't bother me. As long as they don't look completely ridiculous, I think, you got to wear what you want to wear that's comfortable. And that's what I think Vince has found out through the years. A lot of guys like wearing the tights. Some guys do, some guys don't. But it all depends on their gimmick, their character. So, like I said, I'm not much of a traditionalist. Like, back in the day, that's how really what it was. Like I said, I don't know how old you are, but, for me, it was like, pretty much the same thing. A lot of guys were wearing the spandex and all that stuff. And now it's come a little bit, longer way. So I think, like I said, whatever these guys are comfortable in, I think Vince, as long as he approves it, they're going to wear it. So.
Agreed. Thanks for your call, Mark. That'll wrap up there. So, again, appreciate all you people for writing in and leaving voicemail. I like the voicemail option, so keep them coming. We'll be happy to answer emails too. I'm sorry I didn't get through them all today. I'm going to keep trudging forward because I'm just scrolling through and I see some of them are dated. A lot of the stuff about speculation about the Royal Rumble. So if we didn't read your question or take your call up until now, we're not going to. Just continue to send to WrestleTalk2018@yahoo.com, and we'll try to get you on the next podcast sometime later this week. And that's all I have. How about you, Jerry G?
That's it, man. Like I said, we'll probably be on soon talking next coming pay-per-view or what anything happens between now and next couple weeks with SmackDown and Raw. Any big surprises, matches, turns of events, breaking news. We're going to try to do one at least once a week, maybe twice, depending on what's going on in the world of WWE and wrestling in general. So, Mr. X, always a pleasure. Like I said, keep the emails coming at WrestleTalk2018yahoo.com, and we will see you soon. Like I said, I'll keep an eye on my page. I'll be posting times when we're going to be on as best I can. Like I said, me and Mr. X said the word.
Let others hear this fire that's burning.
Yes, exactly. But until next time, for me and Mr. X, I gotta go. We'll see you when you see you.